Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Phoenix. It's really, really early. I'm in my robe, but I want to come to you today and talk to you about something that was on my mind when I woke up this morning. And it's going to be about the spiritual awakening process. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the best way that I can because it's really hard to put this process into words. It's so hard to try to communicate this process because this process is a very tricky one. And a lot of people that go on the spiritual awakening journey do not stay on it because of the good and the bad that comes along with it. But before we get started, before I shine some light in your life with some inspiration, please like this video, please share, please subscribe. It helps me grow my channel. And also leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this because it's really interesting to see what you guys think and to see where you guys get your ideas from. But the spiritual awakening process is a tricky one. It's a very awesome one if you decide to go through it, but a lot of people will start the spiritual awakening process and will turn away from it because they rather choose their family and friends and the life that they're accustomed with and normal to instead of trying something completely different. Because honestly, when you go through the spiritual awakening process, you become aware of self and you become aware of everything around you. That means the food you eat, the people you keep around you, the energy you keep with you, the house, the job, your pets, your family, your friends. It's a lot. You go through that whole entire process and you reevaluate yourself. You reevaluate everything and you make the best adjustment for you at that present moment in time. Now, going through the spiritual awakening process, it makes you very sensitive to energy. You become very sensitive to everything around you because for the first time in your life, you have the opportunity to be in the driver's seat. You have the opportunity to stop being controlled. You have the opportunity to think for yourself, and you have the opportunity, to create for yourself, to do whatever it is that you want to do. But during this process, though, during this spiritual awakening process, you will tear down the world that you were living in and rebuild a whole new world if you have the courage to do that. I say that because once you start going through the spiritual awakening process, you become very lonely because you are the first wave of many who are waking up, who are not being controlled anymore, who are starting to think for themselves, who are starting to create for themselves, who are starting to understand that some of the things that they've done in the past, that it was just as if they were along for the ride and viewing it, but wasn't in control of it. But yeah, like I said, during this process, you will be alone because you would probably be the first one of amongst many who would wake up within your friends or your family. And your friends might not even wake up. Your family might not even wake up. They might not ever reach a spiritual level to become aware of themselves like you have. And during this process, it's very lonely. I'm gonna tell you, the way that you think, the things that you eat, the places you go, the things you want to do becomes very, very different. I'm gonna use the word different. It becomes very different from the things that you are accustomed to. And so that, and in that journey and trying to explain it to your friends and your family members and trying to find like-minded people who think like you, that is a very hard process, especially when you don't know what's happening to you, because 9 out of 10 when the spiritual awakening process happens for you, you're not going to know what's happening. You really aren't. You're going to feel as if you're in this middle of this big ass hurricane and you just don't know what to do. But if you do have the courage to push past that, because at that point, a lot of people turn around. They don't go forward because they don't want to face the unknown. They don't want to face the fear of the unknown to help them grow. But if you have enough courage to face that fear, and once you get through that fear, and you really decide to go inward and figure out who you really are and to figure out the things that you like, hopefully one day, like mine did, your Kundalini will activate. Hopefully one day, let me say that again, your Kundalini will activate. Mine activated for me at this year on 4/4 of 2020, and I would never forget that day. That was the day that I described it as feeling the presence of God. It was an amazing divine. It was a divine abundance of love. I can't even explain to you that feeling. And it's once that feeling happened for me, I knew that the journey that I was on was an actual significant one for me, and it was going to play a major key role in my life and to me becoming whole and complete. I'm still on this journey, and it's not over yet, but since that day, it's as if the world is like in the palm of my hands. It's like I am in control of my thoughts. I'm in control of my actions. I'm in control of my own happiness. I don't look outside for anything else. It's like I have all the answers on the inside of my heart. And then on top of that, the world responds to me a little differently with the animals, with the insects, with the bugs, with just the way of thought. Things are completely different. It's as if I can look at the world and pull out what I don't want and how I don't want to behave and how I don't want to act and what I don't want to see, and I can insert different things that will make my life get to a better place. So yeah, that's one of the beautiful things about going on the spiritual awakening process, because you gain an inner peace. You gain an inner peace that is like nothing I can even imagine, like nothing I can even explain to you. You just gain this stillness, this calmness, this peace about yourself and about life, and a respect and an abundance of love for everything around you. You gain an appreciation for life. You gain an appreciation for everything that you have. You gain an appreciation for the world and the air that you breathe. So many people go through this world today and don't even know how many breaths they take in a day. They don't even know that the way that they breathe changes from the morning to the evening. That's how much you become aware of self. That's how much you become aware of your own consciousness. I know it was a lot, but I'm going to stop right there for today. Hopefully that's enough. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know down below. I didn't want to make this video too long. I'm realizing I'm at the 6-minute mark, and I know it's kind of hard to keep people past like 3 minutes. So if you stayed for the full 6-7 minutes, thank you so much. But yeah, this is a very big topic.